What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Greenleaf Season 4, season finale. The show aired tonight on the OWN network. So it started off where it left off last week when Grace had announced to the church that she is resigning as head pastor and that Sunday was going to be her last time preaching. So as she's making that announcement, the doors open to the church and AJ walks in with this white t-shirt on looking like he's about to get baptized and go straight to heaven or something. So she meets him halfway down the aisle. Lady Mae grabs her hand and was like, "Child, please don't do this." But her mind was already made up. So she's talking to AJ like, "What are you doing here? What's?" And he was like, "What you mean what I'm doing here? What's going on? You was blowing my phone up." Sophia was blowing my phone up, talking about I don't want my mom to go to jail. And he said, "So I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and turn myself in. I made my mind up." So, Charity, she walks in Lady Mae's office talking about, "I just want you to know I didn't have anything to do with that." And Lady Mae said, "Well, why would you tell me you didn't have anything to do with it if you didn't?" And she was like, "You wouldn't stand up here and lie to me because I didn't even think of that." And she said, "I don't want to do anything to hurt anybody." And she said, Lady Mae, you know your own child. And she know that Charity was lying. She was like, "Well, you hurt the family. You just don't know what you did. You didn't just hurt your sister, you hurt the family and the church and everything." So Bob Whitmore is meeting with Judy and he is getting on her about them firing Grace. He is stressing that he wanted his 12 board members and he wants this done as soon as possible. Like, y'all are completely ruining my plans for what I had for this church. Then he plans to meet with Lady Mae. So Sophia is hooked up with Dante and look like they done made it official. Not much to talk about there. And Phil, he walks into Charity's office and she was like, "Hurry up and close the door." And when he closed the door, she was like, "Tell me you're not making a fool out of me." Because when she went to go tell Lady Mae that she didn't have nothing to do with it, Lady Mae said, "I'm pretty sure that Phil had something to do with pushing you up to do these things." Like, who would be the person to tell on Grace and her son and stuff like that? Who would be the person to spill that? And so she was saying, "I know that Phil has something to do with it, and he is doing nothing but making a fool out of you." So when he came to the office and Charity was like, "Tell me you're not making a fool out of me." So he was like, "I'm not making a fool out of you. What are you talking about?" So, Carissa. Carissa is at the doctor. The doctor walks in and she was praying like, "Oh my God, God, please, please don't let anything be wrong." So the doctor walks in and was like, "Carissa, I'm sorry, but you have tested positive for chlamydia." And then she was just telling her, "You need to let your husband know." And she said, "I didn't get it from my husband." And she said, "Well, whoever your partner was, you need to let them know so they can take this medicine immediately." She told her, "You got to take your medication and no sex for 10 days." And she said, "And you'll be fine." So she up there like, "Oh my God." Yep. I'm like, Lord, these people on this show, like, they make this show so raw and uncut. But I like that, though. I like that they don't hesitate to, like, break the rules and just go with whatever. I like how the writers, they just do whatever. And they, like I say, they make it raw and uncut, which makes the show more interesting because it's more realistic. It shows things that really happens, even, in and out of church. So, later that night, Jacob, he was trying to get some from Carissa, and she was like, "Not tonight, Jacob." She was like, "It's my time of the month, and I just don't feel well." Then she calls Fernando the next day, and she was like, "I need to see you. I got some things to discuss with you." So when she went to see him, she played the little role for the moment, got closer to him, and then she was like, "And thank you for giving me chlamydia," and she slapped him in his face. She gets back home to Jacob, and Jacob is asking her for some medicine for like a rash or some irritation that he got going on, which we know was really going on. He don't. So she was saying, Jacob, could you sit down a minute because we need to talk? And he was like, you scare me. So he sat down and she said, you know I love you. And he said, yeah. And she said, I have chlamydia. And he said, Fernando, huh? And she was like, and you got it too. And he just started going off on her. Went off on her. He was like, look, you need to get your stuff and get out of here because, see, after all this here, man, I am done with you. I'm done with you. You might as well get a lawyer and go find you someplace else to stay. They got hotels in the city. Go ahead and find you somewhere else to stay because I'm done. I ain't about to deal with this. And she was saying, you cheated on me too. And he was like, you don't turn this around on that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you. And you gave me a disease. She was like, you are the disease. He was like, look, you can get your stuff and go. Like, I'm for real. I'm done. This is over. She said, hold up. First of all, don't be coming at me like that. Because I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying right here. The hell you think you are? What, you gonna put me out your mommy's house? I'm like, look at Carissa cutting up. Even when she in the room. I'm like, okay, so both of them have cheated. So now they even though she went a little overboard because she ended up bringing a disease back to this man. So, what else? But they played the hell out of that little scene. So Lady May, she met with the others at church talking about trying to get the right amount of board members so that they can at least be a tie. Because, she's trying to save the church. And they were like, who we gonna get? Then they thought about it. Charity. Bishop went to Charity and she was like, oh, so now y'all need me. So now y'all thinking about Charity. Because before then, it was all about G. And then Bishop was like, Charity, I know that you are, because she was like, I am a person. And y'all know how she get all dramatic and sensitive and stuff. And he was like, Charity, I know you are a person, but we really need you. We really need you right now. So then she was like, let's see, what else was? Yeah, so he was like, so Judy, she's talking to her daddy and she's telling him, and you know that Phil, he's all in love now with Charity. Yeah, he's messing with the singer and he's in love with her. That's who he want to be with. And I'm like, you telling your daddy like he's supposed to go and do something about it. Everybody's adults. People live their life the way they want to. Like, girl, just take your L. Something is wrong with her. So Grace went to go meet with AJ to kind of just have like they final little heart-to-heart goodbye before he go turn himself in. And she also talked with her brother, Grace's other brother, not Jacob. I'm forgetting his name because they didn't show him that much in this season. So Phil, she's back at the crib with Dante. They all lovey-dovey, hugged up, kissing and everything. He was like, let's go take this to the bedroom. And she said, I've never done it before. And he said, well, we don't have to do it if you don't want to. And she said, no, I want to do it. And then he said, okay. And you can stop whenever you want to. I'm like, I ain't going to say too much about him. Because he's showing me this side that I want to root for him, but then I don't know. I don't want to judge the little dude like he can't change. Like he might be a good little dude for her. So I'm going to give it some time before I go in on him. I'm going to just give it some time. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so let me see. So Phil, where was I? Yeah. So Phil, she's with. Okay, so I'm so sorry, y'all. So Phil went to go and talk with Charity, talking to Charity, and she's run off at the mouth. She wasn't expecting this. So he was like, Charity, would you be my wife? So I'm like, he done proposed to her, Lord. This just seems so fake. Like, it's just nothing behind it. I didn't feel nothing from this proposal. And I don't see how she just... It's whatever with this girl. So Phil proposed to Charity. So he's getting in like way deep with her. He's taking it to the extreme to, do what he have to do to slither his way on into this church business and stuff. So he went to go and talk to Bob. I'm sorry, y'all, that I'm pausing. It's late. I'm trying to get this review on out there, and I'm sleepy. I need to be in bed. I gotta work. Gotta be up for 5 in the morning. So yeah. So Phil went to go talk to Bob, and Bob was getting on him and everything, saying, I don't like how things went. Y'all messed this all up. I wanted Grace to be the head pastor and everything, and you screwed this all up, so you out of here. And Phil was pretty much just begging Bob, like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Then he was like, look, I gave you 20 years of my life, and all I ever wanted to do is just get back and preach in front of my church, and I just wanted my church back. And then Bob, he was like, Phil was asking Bob, so what can I do to make this right? What can I do to make this right? So they just cut the scene from that. Okay, so back at the house, he goes by there to see Charity. But before he sees Charity, Lady May, she opened the door and he was like, I regret to inform you that there has been a change in the arrangement that you and Bob made, because Bob and May, they met to talk about preaching together at the church and bringing the church together, and he's still on this, unity and everything. And Lady May was like, the black church and the white church together, it's not gonna work. He was like, it is gonna work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna pray on it. It's gonna work. But Phil came to the house and told Lady May that it's been changed in the arrangements, and it's going to be me now. So you're out of here and Grace is out of here. And she was like, I'm not going to believe that until I hear it from Bob myself. So then her phone rings and he was like, oop, there he goes right there calling to let you know. So Charity, she come downstairs all happy and jolly, showing off her ring. And she was like, you come to make the announcement? And Lady May say, what announcement? So she throws up her ring finger like, we're engaged. And I hope you like it, Mom, because it's never coming off. So he was like, Charity, we need to go upstairs. I need to speak with you for a minute. I'm like, I already know where this is going. He about to break it off. Homeboy sits her down in the room and tells her, look, there's not going to be a wedding. He just had to tell her, look, pump your brakes, because you're a little bit too excited now. He was like, it's not going to be a wedding. And she was like, what is you talking about? He said, I am getting married, but I'm not marrying you. I'm marrying Judy. And she looking like, what? And she said, but you just, and he said, I know. I'm sorry, Charity. And then he said, I'm sorry. And she said, get out. Get out. She was crying and everything, and he left. When he came back downstairs, I think I have this in the right order, y'all. He told Lady May, and also, we're going to tear the building down, and we're just going to rebuild. And she was looking like, and then Zora, she was standing back there and she said, what you want to do that for? So he left. And then Lady May, she was just out of it. Charity, she's in pieces upstairs. Like everything just falls apart at the end of the season. So Zora, she walks over to Lady May and she was like, do he really mean that he's going to tear the church down, Grandma? And then she said, I really do think he means it. So she was hugging. They was just hugging everything. So from that scene, they showed Grace. Oh, let me rewind, y'all. They showed Carissa. Carissa went to go and dig up some information on Bishop and Lady May's house, saying that they killed a lady. Now, I didn't watch season 1. I had to I caught like the very end of it's a lot that I don't quite remember from season 1. So I don't know if that was in season 1, something about whatever they did to somebody to get the house that they're in. So yeah, she was like digging up information on them. So they showed Jacob walking in the house with that little boy. And he was like, go ahead and go play, man. So the little boy went to go off and play. And Carissa was sitting there on the end of the couch, and she was on the phone. She said, okay, let me call you back. So she hung the phone. She got this paper in her hand. Something looked like a certificate. And then Jacob said, "You found somewhere to stay yet?" And she said, "I'm not going nowhere. And if you know like I do, if you don't want Bishop to spend the rest of his life in jail, you better leave it alone." And he told me, "What you talking about?" And she put the paper on his chest and he was looking at it. He said, "So what this mean?" And she said, "If it's what I think it means," she was like, "Bishop and Lady May, they killed somebody to get this house that they're in." And I'm like, what the hell going on? There's always some unexpected twists and turns with this show, but I like it though. I like it. It makes the show real good. Okay, so to conclude, and I hope I haven't left anything out, y'all. If I did, just leave the comments down below, because it was a long episode. It was good, but it's a lot to keep up with, and I don't have too many notes. But it concluded with Grace at Faith's gravesite. So while she's at the gravesite, she's just thanking God. She's just talking to God and thanking Him for everyone in the family, everybody that's in her life. And she went down the road naming everybody. When she got to AJ's name, there was this dude, and when she said AJ, and she noticed this dude standing a little far away from her from a distance, and he really resembled AJ. So he walked closer to her, and it wasn't AJ. This is a good-looking young man, though. And he's a much better actor than the dude who's playing AJ. So he's talking to her, and he's saying something about there's always an expiration date. I was lost by that. So if y'all know what that conversation was about, whatever it was he was getting to, leave comments down below. Fill me in, let me know, because I don't know. He lost me with that one. So they was talking for a little minute and everything. And like I said, he could pass for AJ. I'm like, what's going on? So what's the message with this? And I'm gonna probably look up some videos to see if anybody, if they knew what that scene meant. So yeah, that's how the show came to an end. That's how season 4 finale came to an end. And this is the best season to me. This has been the best. It really kept me. It kept me from episode 1 all the way up until tonight. It was really like the best one to me. So yeah, that's how I came to an end with Grace at the gravesite. Yeah, that's all I think. I haven't left anything out, but if so, like I say, leave the comments down below. I hope y'all enjoyed these recaps and reviews as much as I enjoyed doing them. Thank y'all for watching as always, and I'll talk to you soon.